right, Blue Merinos, we're getting ready to work with our foam base. Now, this is actually foam underneath like an artificial moss, which makes it so easy to work with, and you got a great, clean looking starting point. And we are making our Sunshine Lemon Wreath Kit. And we've already made the bow. And you can see the other supplies that come in the kit. You get 3 full rows of ribbon, which is great because we are going to need these to make not only one bow, but we're going to make a nice, really pretty hanger for this wreath. And you'll have extra ribbon for other projects. Now, you get the wreath base, you get this gorgeous berry bush. And the neat thing about this is it's got this great greenery and twigs. So that'll be our solution for our greenery and filler flowers. And if you're in design school, you've learned how important all those fillers really are. Then in your kit is going to be a couple of lemon stems here. These are perfect with their lemon leaves that are kind of a smaller scale. That's going to work great on our base. And then finally, because we've got a lot of moss look going on with our wreath, we want to use this right here. And these are twigs that we'll be using that have that moss covering on them that goes great with this. So this wreath literally screams summer, and I think you're going to enjoy making it with us. And the neat thing about this is we've been building up step by step. As you can see, we've added our adorable hanger on here, y'all. If you need the video for this, just let us know. We'll give it to you in the comments as well. But we made the hanger. And then we also made the bow. We made a great funky bow. We layered up. And now we're going to get ready to use the rest of the supplies in the kit to make this wreath. Now, this is a foam wreath base. And the advantage of that is I'm going to be able to build this right on the wreath base. The only thing you will need to make this kit on your own is you'll need floral pins, a glue gun, wire cutters, cable ties, and some 18 gauge wire. And then you'll be set to go. But you do have to use floral pins to put this design together because we're going to work right into the base. Now, our greenery and filler we're going to use is this berry bush, and it works excellent for this project. Now, ideally, we don't want to cut this into small pieces because then it will mean lots of places we have to attach to the wreath. So in order to make this easier construction, what I want you to do is use a method we teach in design school called clustering, and we're going to do it here today. So I'm going to build up my cluster with using the base that the greenery and the picks, the lemon picks come on. And it will help me have a faster construction and more stable. So the first thing I want to do is I want to lay out my background. So on this particular bush, you see these big leaves? We move that to the back because we want them to work as our background greenery. We want this pretty ivy, that we want to be in the front because that's like so pretty. And then this lacy leafy fern, yeah, we want it up front too. So you start just kind of placing it out here and you shape it up. All right, just kind of get a good start. Now, when we put this on our wreath and we make our cluster, I know that it's going to go down at the bottom here. Let me move our twigs. So down here at the bottom. Now, and I'll be able to attach it like that. But I know I need some more coming down, right? I've got this coming down. I'm going to try to get this berry coming down. And our bow will be in the middle, which we've already made our bow. So you can kind of look and you say, okay, we need more length. So in order to create a little space in here, what I want you to do is kind of cut this bush in half. All right, we're going to use a little tricky trick. So I'm going to use this up here high, right? And this will fill in around the bow. But then I'll be able to bring this piece back, keep that stem on, and extend this down. Now I'm just going to build it on the table for a little bit. But you see how I just took my bush and I kind of made a little mini swag with it? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're making our own little mini swag. So you are going to need several cable ties, guys, to do this. So just get you a package of those because they're going to be part of how we're putting this together. Now, most of the cable ties are going to be hidden here in the background of our design. So you're not going to really notice them. But just in case you want to think about what leaves we could use to hide any mechanics or Spanish moss. if you have some Spanish moss in your stash. Okay, now lay your bow in there now. See how we extended out better? That's all we were trying to accomplish there. Now, let me grab a couple more cable ties. There's some shorter green ones. I'm going to grab a couple of those. Let's build up from here. So here is my lemon pick. One of them, I have two of these. Remember, we're going to use our bow in the middle, so we've got to make sure that these are laying out really nicely outside of what we would call the bow zone in design school. So that's what we're doing here. We're laying this out further. So there's one, and this is such a really nice wired stem. I mean, sometimes I think, oh, this is so good quality. I love this. Every little piece is wired. So this is just great to lay in right there. And you can see I am not cutting any of these stems. We are just building up this little swag right here behind. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with that. Scoot this lemon over a little bit. Now let me add the bow in the middle. Hey, that's fine. Good spacing. So you're just checking for that by keep bringing your bow back. So if you haven't made your bow yet and you're watching this part of the video, you kind of have to have an idea of what size it is. Now, you're going to watch me just weave in some of the berries between the lemons and give it a cohesive look so it doesn't look like this is laid on top, but it's kind of built in. And we like to call that breaking the plane. I like for different florals to break the plane of other florals. If you're like me and you yank off that berry, just glue it back on. That was a little aggressive. That can happen. All right, my lemon, let's bring this forward. I'm going to bring this fern a little bit over here. Just like to twist those around a little and just bring them into the design. If we can. That one might be a little too, it's going to have to go behind. I love that ivy because it's all curly. Okay, once I'm happy with that, and I think I've got good spacing, right? We come in with those cable ties we just grabbed, and we continue to make our little cluster here. So we're making a mini swag. One more cat down here. Y'all, we've been doing a whole class on lemon and sunshine pieces in design school this last week. And you know what? Together, the collection is amazing. So if you're in class and you haven't had time to go log into the portal, make sure you get in there because it is so cute. This would go great with our collection we just made. Okay, look how nice and strong that is. Now what I want you to do is, remember I told you we got to identify some leaves we could take off. I'm going to steal a couple of these lemon leaves that are kind of flipping around. We're going to pull those off because I don't like them going backwards anyway. Because I'm a you know, crazy leaf pet peeve. I like them forward. Now I'm taking these and gluing them on top of the cable ties that might show down here, just right on that base. Okay, so I kind of hid some mechanics. Don't you love it? All right, I've got one extra leaf. This is going to be hidden by the bow, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now, we've got our swag made. Bring your wreath back over, and you're going to start to see this cutie come together really fast. Now, when you put this on, we have to kind of center it where there's half weight on the left, half weight on the right, so it doesn't sag too much. So you bring it down so this bow can be balanced on here so it doesn't sag. And you might have to play with that a little. But once you do, you'll know exactly, okay, it's right at the center. It's coming down the middle of that hanger. I love that. So it looks like this right here, okay? It's coming right down the middle. We know our bow is going to be coming into there, and we want all of that lining up. Lines are so important in your design. So I'm going to angle that up just a little bit more, and you double check what you want. Now, I want you to grab your twig stem and bring it back over. We're going to kind of use it in the background of our cluster we just made, okay? So pull it off for a second. Slide this dude back over. Now your twig, you can go ahead and trim off this stem. We don't need it that long, so just trim it off right here. And you can hold on to that wire to use in a different project. And what I want you to do is go ahead and play with the direction of some of these twigs, because we got to change direction when we hit our bow. All right. Design school students know what I'm talking about and how important that is. You can see immediately when I lay that in there, now I've got these fun wispy twigs that add a whole nother level to your design, and I highly encourage you doing that. Get the twigs out. Now let's put in there, one cable tie at the center should be good for this. Then we're going to be ready to kind of attach it to our wreath once we get the bow in. So we've made our swag. Now we're bringing our bow in, and we're going to put it right in the middle. Isn't this fun? I mean, it feels like I can't do that, Kali. I cannot make these things you do. But then I hope when I break it down step by step, you really feel like, wait a minute, I can do that, because I know you can. Y'all, designing and creating with artificial flowers just brings me so much joy, and being able to teach you. I hope that you can find creativity in your heart and you can make something beautiful for yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve some love. And it's okay to have a pretty home and a pretty space to work in. It's okay to have a pretty craft room. All of those things are so important. I'm going to just curl these up a little bit to kind of start playing with them. We'll do more in a minute, but now that our mini swag is made, the fun part is we're going to add it to the wreath. All right? And it's going to kind of, remember, going to cascade down and over like this. So it's sitting at this angle. So what I want you to do now is get your basket of floral pins back, because this is how we're going to attach it to our base. Now grab your glue skillet. Here's my glue skillet right here. I'm going to put a little hot glue. You do have to glue them as you go into the foam. And then I want you to get in here to the base and just go over the stems and put it in at an angle so you don't pop through the back. So there goes my first pin. And I would like you to get at least 3 in down here at the bottom. Now I'm going to come from this side. And you can kind of go through the center. You can go beside a cable tie, however you want to hold it. That one I grabbed it. Cable tie. All right, now let me turn it to the side. And we can come up here too. Remember, I can grab some pieces up here. When you work with a foam wreath base, the main thing you don't want to do is get a lot of pins in one area. You want to try to spread them out if you can, so you don't create any weaknesses in the foam. Now, where's our leaf? We saved a leaf earlier. I've lost it. I thought, oh, here it is. Now, anywhere you put a floral pin you need to hide, no big deal. You just grab that leaf, you throw some glue on the back, and then I just, boom, glue it right there. It looks like it belongs there, and that hides in the background. So work your way all the way around. I think I want one more on this side. But this turned out amazing, guys. I love it. I love it. And I think you can make it too. And I can't wait for you to share with us what you've been making. Put it here in the comments, what you're working on. You can always send us an email. Shoot it to us on the text list. We can't wait to see what you've been creating and help you along on your floral journey, because y'all, it is so much fun to have fun with flowers. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here, because making things like this is what I truly just love to do. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, Bloomerianos, make sure you check out the finished pictures of this hanging up, and make sure you make something beautiful today.